Coming up on today's Code Bet Daily, we are looking at a whole range of topics. I think there's NBA playoffs. We're going to talk Heat Celtics Game 5. I've got a bit of AFL in there. Alex, what have you got?
EPL and NRL, keep it nice and simple with my beloved Arsenal to win again when it doesn't matter.
Good stuff there. We have player props, game picks, best bets, all that good stuff that you need every day. It is Code Bet Daily. It's really good. It's happening right now. Welcome to Code Bet Daily. It is Thursday, May 25. All day. I believe that's right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Episode 117 here of Code Bet Daily. Can you believe that? 117, Alex.
I can't believe we got to 50, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought we'd be shut down after 4, but here we are. I am your host, Jaymz Clements. I am the editor of a very good website. It's actually called, in a surprise twist, Code Bet. You can find that at codebet.com.au. I'm joined, as always, by one of the pontiffs of punting, junior vice executive president of content creation on Code Bet. Alex.
Got the executive in there, very happy. Held down the fort yesterday, made a decision for the EPL show going forward that Stats Guy is being replaced by Stats Guy 2.0 Marcus.
Unfortunately, you don't get to make executive decisions. I'm just going to add Marcus to the show. There
Damn
you go.
it.
Easy. That's it. Like, I do believe you were in charge of the kids yesterday. That was weird.
Yeah, I was running the fort here and I want child support and I need a lot of support emotionally and mentally after the day I went through.
Sure. So, like, you're feeding Leo with a bottle.
Yeah, just rubbing him on the back, telling him it's going to be all okay. Yeah.
Nice. Fix up his boo-boos.
Yeah, something like that. Tell him his haircut looked pretty.
It does look good, though,
does.
that Leo haircut, I'll tell you. Anyway, this is Code Haircut Daily. Code Bet Daily. It says it, what it is on the tin. It's codes, it's betting, it's daily. What are we looking at? Player props, game picks, best bets, all that good stuff as per usual. I'm going to go NBA playoffs today in a surprise twist there, Alex.
I am shocked.
I actually am, because the fact that I can actually still talk about it today was a bit of a shock.
I mean, watching the game yesterday, I was like, oh, well, at least Jim's got stuff to talk about tomorrow.
I got at least one more day of other things that aren't Denver, so that's good. I'm also going to throw in just a really quick AFL teaser pick for Friday night footy.
Ugh.
With a bit of a, it's not going to be great, I'll tell you. And that's where I'm leaning, I think, with that too. So how about you? What are you looking at today, Alex?
Leaning a bit more into some EPL after Marcus and I went through all of the games. You can hear that now, but just diving deeper into one of the games that I know a bit more than most.
So it's Arsenal.
Yeah, 100%.
Without looking, there you go. Right, player props. Easy one for me tomorrow. I nailed a bunch of my game 4 ones. I'll tell you that much. Jimmy Butler, closeout time. He tried his hardest. He was the only heater who actually did anything.
Yep.
He hit the over. Tatum hit the over. Brogdon redemption. Wop, wop, wop. Oh, did not work. But Marcus Smart there, kid. He was really good. He hit his over as well. So 3 or 4, I'll take that one. But for game 5, Alex, what a setup. The Boston Celtics trying their absolute hardest to be the first team ever in the NBA to come back from 0-3.
I mean, I'm a gambler and it tells me that it's literally due to happen.
0 for 149.
I like those odds.
In the history of the NBA playoffs. I've broken down exactly why it can happen in this series. I did it on NBA Australia. I did it on this show on, I want to say Tuesday. And they won game 4. The exact way they should probably try their absolute hardest to win game 5. If your best players play well and you play defense, you got a good chance of winning if you're more talented than the other team. So, usually game 5, you go home. You might be feeling a little bit better. Unfortunately, the Celtics have been trash at home. Trash. Horrible at home during these playoffs. Not great when you can't lose. Or else you're done. You're going to win 3 straight here.
It's fine.
2 of those 3 at home. Is this where they turn it on? You'd hope so. After Jason Tatum's really, really good game 4, I'd usually say this is where Jalen Brown, the other superstar, all-NBA player. He's been horrible basically since he had 35 in game 5 against the Hawks in the first round. It's literally a while ago now. It's like a month ago almost. And since then, he's only gone over 25 points plus once. And I think he got to 25. So he has been banged up, shoulder, hand injuries, these sort of things.
Kind of important, when you've got to shoot the ball.
Exactly. So usually you go, right, Jalen Brown's spot, he's going to go home. He's going to prove everybody wrong. He's just a little bit too injured. I don't like it. He's still like $2.10 to go over 25. It's like, that's not great. So I'd look at Brown's under. But more so than anything, this Celtics team is just riding Jason Tatum. Simple as that. That's what they're going to do. That's how they win. 40 plus for Jason Tatum. Actually $4.75.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If Boston are a chance, if you're telling me there's a chance, $4.75 I feel pretty good about because if someone's going to go absolutely ham on that Celtics team, I don't think it's Brown. He can't hit a shot to save his life at the moment. Tatum is awesome. $4.75. If you do actually believe in Jalen Brown, he's $26 to go for 40.
That's a lot.
I mean, it is, but he's also proven that he can put up pretty big scoring games. Just hasn't done it for a pretty long time. He scored 41 against San Antonio at the end of March.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
It is a while ago.
Basically 3 months.
It's May. It's almost June.
Yeah, literally June next week.
What are we doing? But Tatum is the really good play there, obviously. But Brogdon's have another bounce back, so he's had 2 pretty rough games. They've played a lot more Derek White, have the Celtics. They've really leaned on Marcus Smart. He's hit some shots, obviously, last game. Finally, Smart to go for 3+ threes, $2.35. Yep. 15+ points, $2.20 as well. I believe in Malcolm Brogdon. El Presidente, if he just gets 1 3 to go, it's over. Pack her up. He's going to be flying. 15+ points for Malcolm Brogdon is $3.70. His average is 15. 14, 15 a game.
Yep.
He gets to 15, it's $3.70. Over-under is only 9.5. He's had 2 bad games. The over is $1.77, so it's priced pretty low, but I don't mind it. Brogdon at home, stepping up in a massive game. We know role players play better at home. They just do. It's a statistical thing. That's what they do. Oh. So if Brogdon sort of comes out, hits the court, gives you something, anything, then that 15+ should be a bit of a goer. Derek White, same sort of thing. That over-under, I'd go for the over, but I'm leaning on Smart. I'm leaning on Tatum. And for Miami, and this is pretty much where I'm obviously clearly leaning, Boston win this game, it's going to be because they contain Jimmy Butler. Last game, they're at home, the Heat. Butler still hit his over, which I talked about, nailed it. Under this time, 28.5. He's only actually gone over 28, I think, in this run in the playoffs, like 3 times since the first round, where he's like, obliterating dudes.
Yep.
So the 28 is actually a bit of a litmus test. If they contain him just a little bit, Boston could win. Very clearly, I'm leaning towards Boston winning this one. So I think the under there is a pretty good one, $1.82. Jimmy Butler. The rest of that Miami team, you could probably go the under for Bam as well if you think Boston are going to win, which I do as well. Yep. So a couple of good ones there. The tricky part is Tatum's rebounding numbers, always a good one. Always go the over 8.
Yep.
Clincher, good one for your multi as well. The rest of the team, though, it's so hard to predict their rebounds. And same thing goes for Miami. They spread it out. It's a lot of gang rebounding. So I've tended to stay clear of like the rebound stuff for the player props. Assist numbers, again, same sort of thing. Base number usually for Marcus Smart's about 4. He hit that last time. I had that in a multi. That was a really good play. So you can build up these little ones just here and there, but it's really hard game to game to sort of actually build up stuff that you're like, definitely going to happen apart from Tatum's rebounds, Tatum's points, Smart's assists.
Yep.
So, and Jimmy Butler, that under, I don't know, it's a bit of a tricky one, but Miami, when he doesn't fire, they don't have a really good backup option at this point because Tyler Hero's still banged up, not playing. So give me the under. There you go. What about you, Alex?
Looking to the final day in the EPL, Monday morning, 1:30, all 10 games kick off. It's going to be awesome. I will not be watching it live because it's in the middle of the night and I like to sleep.
Coward. Yeah, 1:30. Just stay up.
Nothing to play for, seriously. Except
you don't have to work on Monday, do you?
Well, you're my boss, do I?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. I'm looking at Gabriel Jesus.
Not too late. Yeah. I mean, you can start late.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Gabriel Jesus' Arsenal take on Wolves. Just of note, he scored in 4 of his last 5 matchday 38 appearances. He's been playing for Manchester City in all those years. Manchester City pretty much title clinched, except for last year. They had to win on the final day to clinch the title. And he just roll him out there, score, how good's life? Yeah, get around me doing a bit of these ones as he does when he scores a goal. Look, Arsenal got nothing to play for.
That's also what you do when you walk into the office though. So
yeah, just going, hey, call me up. I don't know what for, but hey, someone. Look, he's only got
HR have taken a lot of complaints about that. It's weird.
Yeah, look, there may be a recording of us yelling at someone with HR in the room, but well, that's up to Joe if he ever wants to release that when he's angry at us.
I do it, Joe.
Look, Jesus, only 10 goals this season, but he was injured for a fair period of it. He did miss 2 months of game time. Still not ideal given Arsenal forked out a fair chunk of change for him and he's only scored the 10 goals, but he's 4th on the list for Gunners' goals this season. Importantly, 7 of them have come at home. Ooh. Playing at the Emirates this Sunday night. He's $6 to score first, $2.40 anytime. This is more, I'll get into it a bit later when I talk about the game as well, but final day, nothing to play for. It's a bit more relaxed. Bit of a celebration. We're up for another year. How good?
How good's football?
How good? We made Champions League. We're at home on our final day, and Wolves are like, hell yeah, man. We were going to get relegated at Christmas. This rules. We're still here for another year. and they drew to Everton last week, so they're not that good. But yeah, Gabriel Jesus, $6 to score first, $2.40 any time. There'll be a massive breakdown of all 10 games on the website at some stage Friday because I agreed to do that for some dumbass reason.
You put yourself up for it as well. So.
Hey, Jim, I'll do that. That was a terrible idea. But anyway, check it out. It's really fun. Look for the over-under goals too if, I'm assuming Ladbrokes or Bet365 might do it. I'm saying it's going to be, I think I said yesterday, 37 goals. So if there's an over-under, go for 37 or more.
So what's the total amount of games?
There's 10 games.
10, 37. Ooh.
It's an average of 3.7. So it was 39 last year. I'll get the EPL shot, but there was 39 last year. The year before it went under 37, and the year before that it was 34. So.
And what do we have left to actually sort of iron out?
So Leeds, Leicester, Everton.
Relegation.
Brighton, by drawing with Man City this morning, clinched Europa League.
Nice.
So there's not as much fuss on that. If Manchester United lose tomorrow morning, Friday morning, to Chelsea, Liverpool can get there with a win and another United loss into the Champions League. So it just depends on what goes on tomorrow. So if the United lose their last two and Liverpool win, Liverpool will catch them on goal difference.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all because I've still got that big bet on Liverpool to miss the top four.
Well, if United get a point tomorrow, you're sweet. I'm cheering because I cashed in on my $15 Brighton top six
I'm rolling in a Manchester United top tomorrow. Simple as
Brighton top six when I said it about 3 months ago. Thank you very much. Thank you to our friends at Top Sport.
Nice one. All right, let's do some game picks. Heat Celtics tomorrow, the under. Game 4. What do you reckon it was? 216 and a half. What do you reckon the game came in at? It was 215. Yeah, you little beauty with the under. 116.99 that one. So, yes, that's right. That checks out. 115.99 maybe? I can't remember off the top of my head. Either way, the under is basically they've gone and knocked off a point of that as well. I think the under is the play here because
116.99.
Yeah, 116.99. That's pretty good for remembering the score of a game. I'm just saying.
It's your job.
Granted, but still.
It was one game yesterday.
They've knocked off. Did I sit there in my chair and watch it? Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
They've knocked the point off that total. So 215 and a half. Another elimination game.
I'm blaming jet lag.
This one's at home. That's it. This one's at home for Boston. It's one of those ones where again, we talk about human nature here on the I'll be there. We talk about this a little bit here and there.
I prefer Savage Garden still.
Where we've had basically every single one of these games hit over that 116 mark until that last game. Yep. So I feel like the idea of what do we expect to happen in a really tight home game, it's going to be really hard. But at home, Boston don't mind scoring. They were 31-19 of hitting the over this year at home. That was third best in the NBA. So in terms of that, you're do we balance that out versus the fact that they're down 3-1 and they have to give them the clamps, tighten it up. And the only way to beat Miami is to not let them score basically over 100 because once they do, they put 120 on your head.
Yep.
They're dropping threes from everywhere. I kind of think this is going to go under. And that's where I'm landing. So the 215, I think they win this one by really just upping that defense and just giving them the clamps.
Yep.
You want to use these clamps that I use every day of my freaking life? Yeah, I'll use these clamps. But then what we saw in Game 4 was literally the Celtics perimeter defense go, hey, that guy keeps hitting all the threes.
Yep.
Should we stop him from doing that?
I'd say yes.
And they went, oh, yeah, we should. So we'll play a little bit better on the perimeter. They shut them down just that little bit more. The three-point shooting was a big difference. The Celtics hit, I think, 11 more threes than the Heat. And when the Heat give up 10 more threes made than they make,
carry the one.
Times it by 2.
Yep.
They lose, basically.
Okay.
So it's all going to come down to the Celtics three-point shooting as well. But I think the under hits 215 and a half. That's $1.90. And Carlton, Sydney, Friday night. It's Alex versus Jaymz.
Sandwich bet?
It is a sandwich bet.
Sweet.
Thing is, I have zero faith in my team.
I also have a
I'm
sandwich
going
bet
for
with my
Sydney.
girlfriend's housemate, so I'm screwed.
You're going to owe a lot of people sandwiches, I'll tell you. The under, 164.5. How's your team looking at the moment for forwards there, Alex?
Bud, Papley, Heaney.
Nothing else.
Yeah, but averaging 88, 89 points a game this year.
What are you giving up?
90.
Yeah. What are Carlton giving up in scoring, though?
They're
78.
like 78 and
78 both.
Yeah.
So this
Good
is
job,
feeling
Leo.
absolutely unders for me just because Carlton's absolutely struggling to kick any sort of a score. The Sydney forward line, there's a bit of space, a bit of size in that Carlton back line. So I feel like Carlton can at least contain Sydney a little bit.
So you're calling like 10 goals to 9 or something?
Basically. I think this is going to be an absolute slog. SCG, Friday night, you're like, yeah, footy, this sucks. What are we doing?
I'm going to be at the
You're
pub.
going to be at the pub. Just going, I'm going to go around to Jaymz. Say good day to the squids.
Yeah, that's right. I'm around the corner from you at the pub.
But the under is $1.89 with Bet365. You can go check that out at the Match Centre on codebet.com.au at the moment for all the comparisons. 164.5. It's screaming to me.
I wouldn't be shocked if somehow this opens up. Like, just,
you reckon?
Because these midfields are kind of good and both defenses stink.
This entire
like,
game,
Weathering's in terrible form and we've got Aaron Francis.
It just screams to me like 80, 70, something like that, right? Done.
Yeah.
And that's easily going to hit under. I just can't see a huge free-flowing game. I think both midfields pretty suspect when it comes to we've got a little bit of run and carry, a little bit, we've turned it over. A bit of run and carry, we've turned it over.
If you're in the Brunswick area tomorrow and you hear stop handballing yelled really friggin' loudly, it's going to be me. Because the Swans do that a lot, and I may have yelled it across the PA system at Marvel last week.
Nice. So the under is there.
Yep.
Simple as that. $1.89, Bet365,
Cool.
164.
Yeah.
What about your match/game pick?
Sticking to Arsenal and Wolves on Sunday night. Arsenal have won their last 11 final day matches. So that's a good stat for me. Going, yeah, we win when it doesn't matter. How good's life?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, as said, like this game's pretty much like a celebration. Hey, we've got Champions League. Wolves, we survived another year. It's like All-Star Week. Yeah, wow.
Sorry.
It's like All-Star Weekend because Arsenal have scored an absolute ton of goals in their last, 4 or 5 final day matches. They've hit, I think it's like 3, 5, and 3 in their past 3 final days.
So, not much defense. Let's party.
Yeah,
Off we go.
let's enjoy ourselves and let's just shoot. So both teams have scores $1.67. It's hit in the last 5 between the two at the Emirates. Both teams are scoring over 3.5 goals, $4.20. Arsenal have let in 4 goals. Arsenal have let in 43 goals this season, and it's hit in 7 of the last 8 games that Arsenal have played in at the Emirates. You look at average goals for this year. Arsenal averaged 2.2 a game. The over-under of 2.5 is 25 and 12. And something weird, like I love these ones. The daytime record for Arsenal this season is 16-4 and 3.
Ooh, love that.
And at home, they haven't lost a day game they've lost 1 day game all year, and that was to Brighton 2 weeks ago. Arsenal win and over 3.5 goals, $2.75. Like Saka signed a new contract during the week. God bless him. He's here for another 4 years. Martinelli, Trossard, Jesus, Odegaard, just let's go forward, boys. Granit Xhaka's last game. Thomas Partey potentially could go in the off-season. They're known to bomb one from, distance. So just go on, boys. Have some fun. Play some PlayStation. Shoot some goals. We'll stuff up at the back at some stage because Rob Holding's probably playing and you just let something in and it'll be like 4-1.
So Arsenal to win over 3.5.
Yep.
Both teams to score.
Yep.
Loving it.
Arsenal to win and over 3.5 goals is $2.75. So just take the both teams to score and over 3.5.
Yeah, that looks great. How much is that? $4.20?
Yeah, Ladbrokes.
Ooh, love that. I really like that a lot, actually. Yeah. You've made a very good cake, Celtics.
That's what I do.
I'm going to go check that out. All right, best bets. So, obviously, I've been leaning towards the Heat, Celtics game, or Boston. The line, however, is so big that it's 8 for the Heat. The Heat are getting 8 points. This is a team that's up 3-1, getting 8 points on the road. The tricky part is you look at this game, the Heat could easily win it.
Yep.
So if I'm getting 8 points for a team that could easily win it, I'm taking the 8 points.
Okay.
The tricky aspect of it is Boston are just not going to win close games. They just continually just go, oh, what's that over there? Oh, no, it's a tough situation. Crap down their legs. Simple as that. It's what they do. It's a bad coaching situation, lack of leadership situation as well.
Yep.
And so if it goes bad, it goes really bad. And I just don't feel like they win a close game. So I feel like to middle this, we're going Heat +8 or Celtics 11+.
Okay.
To win by 11 or more.
Geez, if they win by 9, you're going to be so happy.
You win one, right? But the Heat +8 just feels like the great vibe of we're going to run away with this game and we're going to eke out the win. We're going to the finals.
Yep.
Or the Celtics are like, no. Did you see us in game 4? We're feeling it right now. We're going to smash the Heat. They scored like 88 points. Celtics are like 104. They've won it. They don't win a close game. They're going to win a big, they're going to win by a larger margin.
Yep.
The Heat, they can squeak out whatever. You get the 8 points. Heat +8, or Celtics to win 11+. Simple as that.
Why do I feel like if the Heat win this game, they'll come back and win 4-3? It just feels like Miami just going to get... Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So best bets if you want to continue on this one. So if the Celtics win Game 5, that'll be now 3-2. That puts us to 6 games.
Yeah.
Heat in 6, $2.25. I've been saying this literally from the get-go. Once they went down 0-3, they're going to win Game 4. They'll win Game 5 back in Boston and then lose. Have everybody up and about go, they're going to do it. 0-3. Whoa, 149. Off we go. We're going to do it, boys. We're going to do it. And then lose in 6. It's the funniest outcome, which is always going to be where I'm going to land.
That means if you've got the 100-1 on the Nugs with better, just go and collect because there's no way knowing the Heat will beat the Nugs.
No, the Nugs are definitely going to win.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Nugs are $1.45 no matter who they play.
Wow.
At the moment, which is fantastic.
So they'll be $1.30 if they play Miami.
If they play Miami, I'm calling Nugs in 5. Simple as that. I think Miami can get one game in Miami just because they're too well coached.
Yeah.
They've got enough scrappiness. The 3 balls can drop and they can actually beat the Nugs for one game. But Denver is too big on the perimeter for Miami. Ostensibly, Boston should be as well, but Boston don't have Nikola Jokic, a.k.a. the whirring death machine. But $3.20, so you might remember I said $9 for the Celtics to come back and win the actual series from 3-0. That was only $9. You can see why now because they are the best positioned team to ever come back from 0-3.
Yeah.
For them to win the series is now $3.20.
Hope you took the $9.
That is chaos. They're only 1-1. Let's all just pump the brakes a little bit. Miami really good. So Heat in 6, $2.25. Celtics 11 plus, I think, for tomorrow's game. But if you want to go at the line, I'd go that Heat +8 because it's just better value because it's literally the team that's up 3-1.
Yeah.
They've already won in Boston twice. You're getting 8 points on the road. Let's go. There you go. I think that's all my bits for that, Bob.
Yeah.
Alex,
nice.
what about you?
NRL tonight.
This is a great game.
Keep it nice and simple. Dolphins will be beating the Dragons. The Dragons got their new coach bump last week, getting the Roosters in one of the weirdest and most wonderful games of football ever. They looked like they were going to lose with 4 minutes to go and then pulled the Happy Gilmore schoolyard bull crap and scored a try to win the game. God bless the Roosters. God, you guys need some help. You stink at the moment. Anyway, Griffin got sacked, as we all know. St George have lost 19 of their last 20 interstate. I think that win was against the West Tigers in Magic Round. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think I'd have to check on that. But anyway, winning only have lost 19 of their last 20 interstates. Sorry, that's not great. Dolphins at home, they're going to go all right. It's really funny. So the last 3 times the Dolphins have lost, even though this is their first year in football, but we're starting to figure out sort of what they're about. They've covered their line in their 3 immediate games after a loss.
Sure.
They're minus 5.5 tonight. $1.90. Take that. If they're going to win, they'll win well. Because the Dragons, when they get beaten, they just roll over and get pumped.
Yep.
So going with that, bit of a bounce back after kind of disappointing last week, the Dolphins against the Storm. So real bounce back here. You know, Friday night or Thursday night footy, it's a big primetime game and it's against the Dragons. You should beat them at home. You're at KO Stadium. It's not in Redcliffe, apparently. It's definitely in Redcliffe. So go the Dolphins. I think they're $1.45, but take the line. $1.90. Let's go.
I like that. So the line's 6?
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. I love this because the Dolphin origin, so Dragons are without Ben Hunt.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins are missing the Hammer and Tom Gilbert?
He got suspended.
No, Felicia Kelly.
Kafusi got suspended.
Kafusi,
yeah.
He got suspended.
Wayne Bennett came out and said, stop being a douche.
Yeah. No, he was also like, I loved how hard he campaigned to not get a suspension. So it's like, but Origin's on, man. It's like, oh, man. Tough scene. So you got 3 sort of stars missing, but I just feel like the Dolphins are that much deep in St George, no matter what, right?
Boys, running up the middle.
Offensively, they're really
better
good.
Coached.
St George just sort of stinks. So good stuff. It's a good call on the line. Right, that's it. COVID Daily done for today. We'll be back on deck tomorrow.
Sure.
We will be. In the meantime, we'll have an NRL show, an AFL show. The EPL show's already up.
I'm just not going to move from this couch. I'm going to be here for the next 4 hours.
You should just stay here.
Like, seriously.
Just have a nap.
Sweet.
But that's it. Get right around the shows, all of them. Subscribe on your podcast app, like, review, and star it. Chuck a comment on there. That helps. Only 5 stars as well.
Yeah.
If you give us a 4-star, Alex will come around to your house and screaming, handball! Handball! And you'll be like, why are you here? And what is happening?
Yeah.
Chuck us a follow across all the socials. Obviously, YouTube, Facey, IG, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. We're going to tee up the Leo, Marcus, and Stats Guy just round robin AFL 23. It's going to be absolutely gnarly.
I can't wait till we do Code Bet Intern House with the boys.
Oh, who's done this to the soap? Stats guy.
They all go for Chelsea, so we should put them in there whether there's a Chelsea game on. Woo! Chelsea! Woo!
Amazing. All right. Send any questions, any comments. We're going to start rating your multis as of tomorrow, I think.
Oh, what?
Rate your multi. Rate my multi because
I've got the donation.
We already have them donation on Fridays, so we might have rate my multi
last week.
I'll throw you a multi tomorrow and we'll get it rated. So that'll be fun. Anyway, thanks, Alex.
Yeah, sweet.
Thanks to Gerald, as always, for producing. Thanks to Leo,
he's falling asleep.
Social guy. He's just passing out over there. A few too many tins last night. What do we say, Alex?
Gamble responsibly.
May all your picks come in. Happy punting. We'll catch you tomorrow. Go Bet Daily. Out.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.